Gentlemen, welcome back to the Prime Dude. Your host here, Rob Edwards, and we're talking business casual today. And I'm not talking casual with a couple extra things to make you look acceptable. I'm talking about the 5 things that I know from my experience that will help you step up your workforce, workday dress game in a business casual environment that doesn't emphasize the casual, but emphasizes the business. Now, this show and this episode is for those of you guys who are trying to get ahead. That's a phrase we use all the time, but I'm not looking to tell you what the minimum is. So even if you work in a somewhat business casual or snappy casual, which allows for certain casual things that I'm not into, that's fine. You can still do what I'm about to share with you, and I recommend you do. Get comfortable being the best performer and the best dressed in the office at work. Does it matter? Absolutely. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've excelled when I wasn't the best dressed, but I upped the pace and increased my ability, the way I felt, and how I was looked upon in the work environment because I started stepping up my clothing game, my classic menswear game in a work environment. Okay, before we start with the top 5 things, let's get fit out of the way. I'm not going to make that the number one thing, which it is, but everybody kind of knows this. But if you don't, your clothes shouldn't be too tight. They shouldn't be too baggy. They should fit you properly. They should drape appropriately, whether we're talking jackets, pants, shirt, you name it. So, fit is assumed. Your clothes should fit properly, and you do not have to spend a ton of money to do so. The options I'm going to talk about today are available in a wide price range. So we're going to get right now to number 1, which is the shoes. You should not be wearing sneakers of any kind in the office. I don't care how casual you think the business casual is, or even if you have a smart casual office environment, step up your shoe game. For not a lot of money, you can own a brown or black leather pair of dress shoes. Now, this is a wingtip brogue from an Indian company called Bridlin. Those shoes cost me, actually, on an outlet site, brand new, $200. And they are Goodyear welted, classy wingtip dress shoes that any guy out there can invest in. And I say invest because you should be to up the game. And we're starting at the feet, investing in footwear that stands out just enough to say you're classy and you're serious, but is not too flamboyant or flashy. I recommend you start with a brown or black pair of leather dress shoes. I recommend a dark brown like this, or you can even go kind of a mahogany from Allen Edmonds. This is the Fifth Avenue. This will cost you a little bit more. If you're in the US, you can get this shoe in like 2 or 3 days, but try to find it on sale. I was actually able to get those as factory seconds on the Allen Edmonds website for under $300. Also Goodyear welted, which is what Allen Edmonds is famous for. And this is now building the foundation. You've got a brown, which I would say for business casual, dark brown or medium brown is your most versatile, probably more versatile than lighter shades of brown for sure, or even black, because it doesn't sound like you're wearing a lot of formal suits like your navy blues and whatnot. So we're going to brown dress shoes, leather dress shoes. I recommend something that's either Goodyear welted like the 2 I showed you, or Blake stitched, which many companies do a great job. You've probably heard of Beckett Simonon. That's going to take you a couple months to get the shoes, but you're going to get a bang-up deal. They got the 2 shoes, 2 pairs for about $369, $379 going almost all the time. In 3 months from now, you can get some brown and black leather shoes that are Blake stitch, going to last you years and years, going to look great and save you a ton of money. Number 2, we're going to go to the pants. Now, we all like denim. Most of us like some denim. I'm not the biggest fan anymore. I don't find too much denim too comfortable, but I've got a few pairs, but they have no place in the office. And I don't care if it's acceptable, maybe on casual Friday, which I would then still go with chinos, but that's what you want every day. Chinos or dress slacks. There's so many options out there. I own pairs from Proper Cloth that are linen and wool mixes, make them lighter for the summer. I've got plenty of cotton chinos from a number of brands like Charles Tyrwhitt, Proper Cloth, Bonobos. Hope I'm saying that right. They've got great discounts for military guys included, veterans like me. All these options for comfortable cotton pants, chino pants, they're going to class up and step up your game in the office and be noticed just enough to make you the guy that cares a little more than everyone else. And I haven't said it yet. The point of this is to stand out a little bit. So you're going to make a change right now. You're deciding to invest in your business casual wardrobe. We've got the shoes. Now we're moving up. We're going to go to chinos or slacks. We're dumping the denim for business casual in the office. Like I said, so many options. Go with your neutral colors. Great place to start because we've already established with the dark brown shoes. Navy, slate blues are fantastic. You like khaki, you like beige. Those are lighter colors. Of course, you can't beat gray. They go with just about anything. I would stick with more medium or darker gray, but go light if you want. I just say if you spill on it, they're a little harder to clean and sometimes a little harder to pair, but we're building up to a dress shirt. There's the hint. Chinos are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but if that's all you're wearing now, step up with some wool dress pants, some slacks, and mix in some with pleats, whatever, and really get fun with how you're stepping up, getting a little more smart, a little more classy with your business casual. Now let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is pretty obvious. We started with the shoes. We talked about pants. I'm doing socks in another episode, guys, by the way. There's a whole thing coming for there. I'll help you. But now we're going to shirts. And as you can see, I'm wearing a dress shirt, a button-up, not a button-down collar, button-up, long-sleeve dress shirt, which is what you should be wearing to the office if you're looking to break away from the polo shirt option. Not against it. I think it matters, though. I think a polo shirt with a weak, floppy collar that looks like it just came out of the wash and dryer is not business casual. Fabric matters. Cotton's okay. Wear a nice polo. I even got these couple polos from Jack Victor, a little pricier, but they're a thin, nice blend. You can see here I have it with a jacket. Dresses up really smart. Also, Charles Tyrwhitt, I've done a show on this already talking about polos. I did an article talking about polos. Nice, snappy polos that go good with blazers. Great, no problem. Again, if you put jeans in, now we're going more casual, so the mix matters. But we're trying to step it up. We're trying to stand out subtly in the right way in business casual, and that means a dress shirt. This one's from Stant. I'm just trying them out. STANTT. High quality, just a little pricey. They do customizations. It's not fully made to measure like Proper Cloth, which is one of my favorite dress shirt brands now that I've locked in the size. So we've got Proper Cloth, Stant. Another one you know I love, one of my best running shows has been on Charles Tyrwhitt. A great brand, especially for the price, because when you do multi-buys with Charles Tyrwhitt, you get a fantastic dress shirt that's going to stand you out in a business casual environment, and they do multi-buys. I love dress shirt companies that do multi-buys. 3 for this price, 4 for this price. Charles Tyrwhitt offers the best in the business. Then moving on to Ledbury, also that show is below. Ledbury's a fantastic dress shirt. Outside of made to measure, probably my favorite. You pay a little bit more, but they just started moving to multi-buys in a 3-pack, and go for it. All these companies offer free returns, or if they're made to measure, like Proper Cloth, free remakes. But they're versatile. Versatile colors. Start with your white or blue mixes, maybe some check like this one, maybe some houndstooth, but keep it subtle because they mix and match easier. Then move on to pink, light pink, something that I'm really into lately. Of course, your lavenders and lilacs. I've talked about that in a show before. And you can start adding to the diversity of your business casual wardrobe, because nothing goes better with a jacket, a sport coat or blazer, of course, suit, but we're talking business casual. Nothing goes better than a button-up dress shirt. You can have the button-down collars, doesn't matter. Anytime you got to throw a tie on, we're already good to go. Okay, number 4, pretty obvious. We put it all together. Now I'm going to talk to you about a jacket, and the weather and climate, fellas, is no excuse. We're working in an office. We're showing up every day. Doesn't have to be an expensive blazer or high-end sport coat, but you should be wearing something in the sport coat, blazer range to complete the business casual outfit. As I've done already throughout the show, I got pictures for what that could look like. Options, options, options. You can go to Twillery. More performance-based fabrics, not my favorite for an everyday, but great for travel. You've got Proper Cloth, Charles Tyrwhitt. You got them all. I'm not a fan. Get it out of the way right now of the mizzen and main. I can't remember what they're called. They got their blazers. The lapels are too small. I own a pair. I got a picture. I know I can put it up here. Great color. It's like a tan beige. Tiny lapels, too small. You don't want narrow lapels. So be careful when you're ordering. If you only can afford a couple of these or even one, try to get a couple. Find something like on Amazon. I got a link below. Paul Jones, one of the first knit blazers I bought. for a pretty year-round weave. It's not too hot, not too cold wearing it, and it's just a nice, rich navy blue, not too midnight blue. Got a little red lapel buttonhole accent, and they're under $100. Paul Jones is a sneaky brand on Amazon. I'll link a few things down below, guys. You can actually do everything clothing-wise I've talked about with, they call it PJ Paul Jones, and yes, it's Amazon, and no, they don't make everything from wool. Don't get caught up in that. Polyester, elastane, they're blended into quite a bit of fabrics or clothing items that'll save you money. There's nothing wrong with it. So do not let these online guys, these folks, take you too far. Some of the ones I love are like wool, natural fibers only, which they're great. Cotton, linen, wool, lamb's wool, you name it. We can keep going. Moleskin, doesn't matter. Or mohair, moleskin, mohair. Yeah, all of them, great, natural fibers, but we don't have to have it. So these brands like PJ Paul Jones on Amazon will get you started really nicely, especially for the jackets. They can be a little bit warmer, tad bit heavier. You don't have to keep them on all day. I'm not saying you're sitting at your desk or going to every interaction with the jacket on. It's how you show up, it's how you leave. And if you've got something where you've got a meeting you might present without knowing, it's nice to have that jacket on the hanger. I actually recommend if you have an office, you keep an extra navy blue, like hopsack blazer in there for any time you might not have one on you. Shame on you, but you got a backup. So the blazer sport coat is how we're rounding this look off, right? The leather shoes, the chinos or slacks, the shirt, of course, we got a matching belt for the brown shoes, the dress shirt. We've gone away from the polos every day. People are going to notice, like, wow, right? Look at Rob. He's not wearing the Nautica polo every day, which, everybody loves soft cotton. Nothing against Nautica. Save that for casual, true casual. No more denim, right? So we got the jacket. That's got to be it, right? Nah. I've seen this look mastered up until one point, and that's what we're going to get into number 5. Number 5 might surprise you. You might think pocket square. Yes, you can do it. If you want to throw a white linen pocket square once in a while into the new blazer you're wearing, right? This whole new look, people are going to notice. They're going to love it. Again, back it with your performance, back it with being on time every day. There's nothing worse than somebody who looks great that doesn't step up, doesn't actually get the job done. So we've got it covered. We got the clothing down. I'm done with the clothes. Now I'm going to talk about number 5, which is your backpack. God forbid you have a backpack that you put on to this new upscaled, stepped up business casual outfit. You've made some investment already. It's time to stop putting a backpack over your shoulder like we're going to school. Get yourself an attaché, a good briefcase. I am actually about to do a show. I've had the folks from Maverick and Company send me a fantastic leather briefcase, one that I got for travel. Super classy, black leather, beautiful zippers, very understated. And it was perfect timing because I've had a Toomey bag I love. It was wearing down. I've had it for like 10 years. So I'll be doing a show on it. I'll link something down below. You guys are set now. You've got it all in. And of course, the briefcase, all of them have shoulder strap options. So we've switched. If you want to put it over your shoulder, over a blazer, that look is fine. If you want to do the whole cross carry thing, that look is fine. It's just not a JanSport backpack. You're not going to school. You're not running late because you couldn't find your calculus homework. So we've done 5. 5 things I want you to do to step up. Now, if you're looking to do the minimum, maybe you're in the tech industry and you don't see the value. I disagree, but okay, this show wasn't for you. Maybe you picked up 1 or 2 things. But for those of you who want to draw on my experience and the mistakes I've made and how I used to not really add the extra touches and take the extra steps, we'll start with the shoes. I recommend dark brown leather. I will link below a great brand that is even more comfortable, almost sneaker feeling, is Amberjack, and they do have a cap toe in a chestnut brown color that has dark soles, not the white sneaker soles. So we're not going to do hybrid dress sneakers. Please, if they've got white or cream soles, it is going to dampen and take down the whole image you're working on, what we've done. Now we're moving up for the shoes, right? Chinos or slacks. Don't have to belabor that. Neutral colors, gray and navy blue are great places to start. You can rotate them. Up to the shirt, a dress shirt like this one. You can go pricey. This is Stant, S-T-A-N-T-T. Really nice shirts. Returns and customer service take a little longer, a little bit different communication. I'm going to do a review on them. High quality shirts, but they don't do multi-buy discounts. Ledbury used to not as well. They started. The competition's heating up. I bet Stanton is going to do like a 3 discount one. But great dress shirt. I gave you all the brands. Then we go to the jacket, right? Blazer, sport coat, neutral color, gray or blue. We've got it, and we're going to ditch the backpack. We're going to invest in something. Maverick and Company, you're in the $200, $300, up to $400 range. Not bad for a high-quality briefcase that is going to last you a long time. I hope this has helped. I hope you take some of my advice. If you disagree or you support, either way, I appreciate the comments below. As always, like, subscribe, set your alerts for the show. The Prime Dude is growing. We're starting to get some reaches from some folks that want us to sponsor, which is exciting. So far, I've spent all my own money on everything I've shown you and talked about. No endorsements, no sponsorships. I'm going to accept a couple, but it's going to be rare. It's going to be more for like accessories and maybe some shoes I really love. But so far, it's all my stuff, what I've learned, of course, the mistakes I've made. That's what the show is all about. That's all I've got today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. And as always, stay prime.